Yeah, you're exactly right, guys. If you find yourself spending more time in your yard or garages, I mean, maybe you're tending to your pool a little bit more, adjusting the chemical balance. Maybe you're doing some projects like repainting or taking off paint. One thing that all of these things have in common, even though they're extremely different, is that they are all extremely flammable. And so cities are emphasizing to residents this morning is that they can be really dangerous if they are thrown away, because if they are compacted in any way, this can spark a flame in a garbage can or a garbage truck. So several cities are warning you to not throw away the items that you should be able to see on your screen here. If any of these items are under any kind of pressure, it can spark a flame, and this has caused fires in several city garbage trucks, transfer stations, and landfills. I mean, just last year alone, the city of Phoenix had 12 garbage truck fires. The town of Queen Creek had 5. Goodyear had 3 in 1 week. And this summer alone, the city of Mesa had a couple garbage truck fires that unfortunately led to evacuating homes and even shutting down a freeway. I spoke to the city of Scottsdale about this issue, and it says it encounters it more than it would like to. And Scottsdale garbage truck driver David Knutson tells me it's extremely dangerous every time a flame sparks in his truck.
I've personally had 2 events where I had 2 fires in the truck in one day. It was too late for me to eject it safely and get it under control where we could save the truck.
Right.
The truck was completely gone.
Gosh, that's so scary. If you need to dispose combustibles like the items that you see here on this table, every city has their own set of protocols when it comes to safely disposing them. So it's highly encouraged that if you don't know what those protocols are, you go ahead and go to your city's website to learn that, because Knutson really wants to emphasize this, because not only can it be extremely dangerous and costly for the city, but you know, he was telling me every time something sparks in his truck, along with some of his coworkers, it's really scary for those guys that are just simply doing their jobs and going on their routes. So I'll talk more about that at 7:30, guys.
Yeah.